Hello everyone, Driven Nerds Productions here, and today I'm going to be showing you two updated items that I recently been completed, for one of them for about a month or weeks ago, and the other for days. So we're going to be taking a look at Edward and Gordon. So I recently updated these guys just so that they could be a bit better, and also to provide the reason of doing that to keep up with the times. Anyways, why not we get into it? Starting with Edward. Alrighty, Eddie, let's have a look at you, shall we? Anyways, I just added the white dots on the white dots on the pupils to make it look better and look a lot nicer. And then I repainted it in a lighter acrylic paint, apple barrel blue. And then Sharpie painted everything with Sharpie paint pens to make it look a lot nicer, of course. And it looked nicer than it already was. So yeah. I've also Sharpie painted the yellow lining on the windows, and even on the other side too. And I also Sharpie painted the hand railing, and I also Sharpie markered the wheel spokes to make it look so natural and a little bit realistic. And I also redone the foot plate as well. I also redone the foot plate. And I also literally remained the lamp iron white and put a black dot on it to make it appear if it's a lamp. Maybe I will go a bit further by making one of my Steam Team engines to have cardboard lamps. That would be more accurate. That would be less accurate. Not a whole lot accurate, but less accurate. And for the tender, I also painted this and then Sharpie painted both sides and even around the number 2, and added the rectangle lining and then painted the buffers. And I also given the same treatment of the spokes of the wheels too, to make it look so natural and realistic, as I said before. Overall, Edward looks pretty nice and looks much better than before. And I will be using this until that I can get my hands on the 2018 Play-Rail version of Edward. And then maybe I might follow the same exact thing like what Trackmaster Productions 2016 did, or some Japanese YouTube user who is a fan of Thomas. Okay, now we're looking at Big G himself, Gordon. It took me for like about a few days to get him complete, and I finally did. So I repainted the face, and I also did the white dots on him. And I also give him cardboard lamps and do the silver Sharpie on them. And I might have to redo them again, but they look nice. And I also painted that one lamp iron, of course. And it looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. It looks pretty nice. Same for the buffers. I also painted him in a lighter shade of bright blue of acrylic paint. And also Sharpie painted the red stripes, the wheel arches, and every single other aspect of detail. And even I have to paint the back just for the sake of it. And everything else looks pretty good. And even I painted the roof as well, and even the cylinder I painted, which looks pretty nice. And I also literally painted those things. And just like Edward, I have given him the same wheel spokes, but I just went with acrylic paint, and it took me a bit slow. I mean, but I was able to get that done. So yeah, that's Gordon. Looks pretty nice. I literally done the teeth as well. And everything else looks pretty nice. Even the eyebrows and almost everything. And for the tender, since that I showed off what the old original tender looks like that I literally had years ago and not been using it for 3 years, I decided to repaint it and look a lot better than before. So I Sharpie painted it, and even the number 4 on both sides, and they look decent on the number 4s. I mean, it's not too bad. And I painted the coal and then give the rectangle lining and painted the buffers. Same for the front of Gordon. Sorry that I didn't mention it. And I also give the same wheel spoke treatment, but this time Sharpie paint pens. And I also have couplings lying around, and then it looks complete again, and I'm really happy that it turned out. I will having this Gordon sticking around for a little while until that I can get the 2015 Play Rail version of Gordon. But as for now, this is the Gordon that I have to deal with for now until further notice. Same for Edward, like about months or about a year or so. I don't know. Anyways, I did really good and really great on the way that I updated these two guys. I think they look great and pretty phenomenal too. And it's really nice that I attempted of making cardboard lamps, and I give Gordon 2, just like on what of a certain season 2 episode, as well as season 23. So yeah, they look really nice. I'll go ahead and give them a little bit of a run real quick. And that concludes my short run on my updated Edward and Gordon. I am really glad of how these dudes turned out because they look magnificent with their updates. Hopefully that they'll stick around a little longer before being replaced by their redesigned Playrail items. Same can be said for the other Trackmaster slash motorized Steam team members over there. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to, and let me know what are your thoughts on the updated Edward and Gordon. This is Driving Arts Productions signing off, and I'll see you again sometime.